Runk.
Hi, guys, and welcome to the new episode of, welcome to the very special episode of Congratulations. It is time to do the show, and that's great, huh? You know, I was in Florida, and I'll be back in Florida in Miami in August to do shows, so go to chrisdelia.com. I'm going to be in Indianapolis. I'm going to be in St. Louis. I'm going to be in Houston. I'm going to be in Irvine, so go to chrisdelia.com, get tickets for this summer. Did the shows in Fort Lauderdale, and I was straight up sick all weekend. So, I mean, I had a fever. I kept waking up. Dude, when you have I think I'd rather have a stomach ache. I'd rather have a headache. Than having a fever is, your body is just like, oh, dude. No, it's going to be so different for you. Like, it was 3-4 days where I was just like, you know, you get a little better and then you get worse. It was like I was a kid, like one of those fevers. Like, dude, I'm 45. Who gets a fever? You know, when you're 8 and you're just like, oh my God, what is this? That's what it was like. And every time I would wake up in the bed, because I would go to bed and I would feel like crap, and then I would wake up a few times in the middle of the night and feel like crap. And then 6:30 would roll around and I would wake up, and the bed, it was like 10 men came in and just pissed on me. Dude, it was so drenched. It wasn't, by the way, it wasn't pee. That's not what I'm trying to say. It wasn't me that did that. It was sweat, dude. My fever would break. And when the fever breaks, dude, it is so on and popping that it's like you're in Ibiza, okay? You go, oh my God, I'm better for a little bit. You go like that because you know it's only for a little bit. Because you know that fever gonna come back, right? That fever gonna come back. And you go, let's live it up for now and just try to get some sleep in this wet bed. And you go back to sleep and you wake up and that fever still be breaking. It's like the doors, the elevator doors in The Shining, right? And you know, if you weren't so sick, it would be sexy because you would have, you know, the beads of sweat are rolling down your chest like MC Hammer in the Too Legit to Quit video. But the only thing that's too legit to quit is this fever, dude. And you wake up at 6:30, dude. For 3 or 4 days, I woke up at 6:30, and I thought God pissed on me, dude. It was unreal how wet everything was. Dude, I was like, was I swimming? It's like when you have a nightmare and you wake up. If you have a nightmare about how, like, I mean, this doesn't happen, obviously, but it was like you have a nightmare, you're in war, and then you wake up and you have boots on. And you're like, oh, was it real, though? But my whole thing was just, it's going to suck and I have a fever. So I'll tell you this much. I did my shows and I powered through it, dude. And here's the other thing, too. After I get sick, I always, without question, lose my voice. So I lost it. Here it is. Lost. I mean, it's basically, remember Lost? That's my voice. Right? With the frickin', previously on Getting Pissed On by God. And so I would wake up and I know I because of the joke. I forgot what story I was telling, but my voice is gone. Did the shows anyway. Okay, convinced myself, dude. Can you do it like me? Can you do it like me? Are you a go-getter? Can you be the type of person? Now, look, I don't do manual labor. I get it. I don't know what it's like for somebody with a fever to have to do construction. Okay. My guess is they go, I can't do it. I'll do it next week, or they get other guys to do it for that day because it just seems tragic. Okay. Now, performing is a different thing. It is also awful, and here's why. It may not be, doing stand-up comedy is one of the most difficult things. It's a lot like, it's not difficult like manual labor, obviously, but the reason why it's difficult is because you have to be on. You can't be sluggish and doing the show, so you're using all of your energy to be like, oh, I'm going to pretend that this fever isn't making my whole body change, right? And I didn't wake up in a mess, okay? And so I had 2 shows a night too, which is just absolutely fantastic to do. It's absolutely fantastic to do it. When you're sick, it's absolutely fantastic when you have 2 shows a night. But I convinced dude, I drank a Red Bull. I don't drink Red Bull. I don't drink that stuff. I drank one. I convinced myself it's all in my head. It's a simulation. I'm not sick. I went out and I did my thing, baby. And dude, let me tell you, I am still so freaking delirious, dude. Fevers make me emotional. They make me sad. They make me grateful. They make me in love. I'll just see somebody walk by if I have a fever, like an old man, and I'll be like, I hope that man's life was so beautiful, and I hope he has 10 more years. And when I'm thinking that, I'll start crying. Yes, dude. When I'm a fever, sometimes when I have a fever, I'm like, is this what a real person feels like? Because otherwise, I'm a sociopath. So God's giving me a fever so I'm not a sociopath in Florida. Because I'll tell you what, if there's a place to be a sociopath, it's Fort Lauderdale, okay? It's Fort friggin' Lauderdale. Hollywood, Fort Lauderdale, like, pick a name, Don't do that hyphenated shit, but I did. And dude, anyway, so I don't know if this podcast is going to make much sense because your boy's been delirious for days, but it's kind of fun, dude. I called my wife and I was like, baby, I just get so emotional when I'm sick, And she was like, yeah? And I was like, yeah. She was like, what's up? I'm like, nothing. Man, so grateful. She's like, what are you talking about? Dude, when I realized this, I was in bed. I was sick in bed, and Oprah was on. It was back when you would just like turn the TV on and watch whatever, right? Like there was no Netflix, or there was, but you had to go get it from CDs or discs. You had to go get it like Redbox. You had to have Mickey Blue Eyes mailed to you and you had 3 days to watch it. And so I was watching Oprah just in bed, chilling, sick, and I just, whatever Oprah did with some people, and it was like a feel-good episode, I broke down, bro. I cried for a fucking hour, just with a fever, just so happy for these people. It was beautiful. I'll never forget that, and that's how I know. When I get a fever, dude, I'm emotional, and I think that's how real people, that's how real people feel. So, anyway, I didn't get to be a sociopath in Florida, which is probably a good thing, right? Because I could have been, could have been awful. I don't understand people in Florida. Now, look, I love being hot, okay? Oh, dude, you think I didn't have my dude, I woke up, and by the way, this isn't why I was sweating, because I was freezing. You know how you're freezing, but you're still like sweating until when your fever breaks? Dude, I was freezing, and it was 79 degrees in my room. And I kept thinking of my friends that would be like, I hate you, bro. You have to make this different. But so I love being warm, okay? Because I'm always cold. I'm just always cold. I probably have an iron deficiency or something, but I love the warmth. So I was like, oh, dude, it's going to be great. I'm going to be in Florida. Let me tell you something, man. Hey, I love it being warm. In Florida, it's too sunny, dude. Okay? It's too sunny. And the thing I don't get about it is, you know, people are just like walking around, you know, tourists that aren't even Floridians. They're walking around and they're like not annoyed that it's so sunny. And I'm like, what? And that's what makes me think I'm a sociopath. Because when I'm walking around and it's that, you're gonna be that sunny. Okay. Well, that's okay. But let me tell you something. Though there's lots of shade. Yeah. Oh, there isn't though, right? Because it's just a beach with no trees, right? Oh, you have to bring your own umbrellas for shade. Okay. All right. So not only is it too bright, if I want it to be less bright, I have to bring things and carry them. So now I'm gonna sweat more. Okay. I see what you're doing, God. Hey, it's basically hell on earth. And I know there's a lot of stuff going on in the world, okay? I get it. I know this is like, people are like, dude, they're deporting, you know, it's Ukraine and Gaza, Palestinians and Israel, you know. Yeah, okay. I get it. Check this out, dude. Even still, Florida, too sunny. Bro. It's a beautiful place. And I stayed at the W Hotel in Fort Lauderdale. And let me tell you something about the W Hotel in Fort Lauderdale, okay? Sucks donkey balls, all right? Now, why? Why does it suck donkey balls? Okay, dude, I'm going to get so logistical on you motherfuckers this episode that I swear to God, I don't care. Okay? Do you understand me? I'm fresh out the gates of a fever, home on a Monday from Florida, stayed in a W Hotel on the beach, and you think I'm not going to get logistical? I don't give a fuck. I'm getting so logistical, dude. Okay? So, dude, check this out. I rent a car. What the fuck he does? Yeah. But he doesn't rent cars. No, he doesn't. Well, then why did he? Because he thought it would be cool to drive around in Florida. Huh? Is he a hot chick or something? Nah, he's Chris D'Elia. But what the fuck? Enterprise, check in, pick a car, blue Buick, drive to the W Hotel, too far, realize I got to go back closer to the airport to do the show, so all this doesn't make any sense. But then again, good thing I have the car, because maybe the area near the W Hotel is more on and popping than would be at the airport. So I'm like, dude, I kind of like figured it out before I even got here, right? I kind of like set myself up in a dope, bro. I get to the W Hotel, all right, in Fort Lauderdale. Now I'm kind of look, I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm kind of a W Hotel guy. You know? I'm kind of a W Hotel guy. It's a little bit shameful, but I'm kind of a guy that's like, oh, Austin? Yeah. Is there a W hotel? That's like the kind of guy I am, right? And let me tell you why. Because you know what you're going to get, all right? If you go to Boston, if you go to New York, if you go to Austin, if you go to Portland, if you go to Seattle, if you go to LA, and you get a W hotel, you know what you're going to get, okay? It's going to be a little bit purple inside. The hallways are going to be too cold, but your room, you keep it nice. And the room is nice. And even though it's a little bit too futuristic and it's going to annoy you, it's going to have amenities, dude. It's going to have things you need, and the room service is going to be open. That's great, dude. He set himself up for success and has a blue Buick, right? To get there. But Florida is one of these places that it doesn't matter what kind of hotel you're staying at. It's gonna be all Florida'd up, okay? Now that is okay. However, if you're a guy, look, it's okay because when you go visit Florida, you want to visit Florida. You don't want to go and see the same shit that you see at. You want to be among that. You want to be like, it's too sunny. But this is the Florida vibe. All right, fuck it. Let's bring an umbrella to the beach. But let me tell you something, dude. If you listen to any episode of this podcast ever, you understand. I'm not that guy. All right? I'm not that guy. I am what you see is what you get. I want to know what's up. I am basically Ben Affleck in The Accountant. I have my way I do things. I don't kill anybody, but I have the way I do things. I want them set up nice, and I have OCD. So don't fuck with me. All right? Now, W Hotel, he knows what he's going to get. He knows what he wants. He knows what he wants. He knows what he wants. He knows what he wants and just how to get it. He knows what he wants. So, shout out to DJ Premier and Guru. It's she knows what she wants, but whatever. He knows what he wants. Take money, money, go shopping. Take money, money, go shopping. So you go to the W Hotel that you know what you're gonna get, and you realize when you get to the hotel in Florida that, oh shit, it's gonna be all Florida'd up, okay? It's gonna be too loud. There's gonna be a DJ, even though it's 1 p.m., Hey, it's lunchtime. Hey, dude, let me eat a fucking club sandwich. Right? Hey, okay. So, also, there's gonna be 6,000 people in the lobby because, and 2,000 of them are going to be in line checking in. So not only do you have to stand in a line of 2,000, you have to, and you're like, don't all these people doesn't this fucking suck? Like, I'm here for work, but you chose to be here. Hey, doesn't this fucking suck for you guys? And just fucking Dominicans everywhere. God bless. I'm not saying that's bad, but just extra Dominicans, extra Jamaicans, God bless. But I'm just saying, fat whites too, of course. God bless if you're fat white, doesn't matter. But I'm just saying, I'm like, dude. So I check in and I go, okay, well, okay. And they say, this is what you're going to have to do. And they give me the card. They say, this is what you're going to have to do. And I go, dude, are you instructions to getting to your room is like, no, make the building different. Dude, no. I tell you what, we're not going to do that. We're going to rotate the building because what the fuck are you talking about, dude? When they start talking about Tower 1 or whatever, the fuck, I'm out, dude. Oh, we got you in our fucking... You're going to love it. We upgraded you, so we got you in Tower 1. Oh, dude, fuck. Where is it? Well, what you're going to do is, so to my left, you see this here, the spa? You're going to go left down there, and you got to go down the hallway. You got to cross over the freeway, and then when you get there, you're going to take the elevator up to floor 11. You got to use your key. And then you're already, by the way, on floor 4. Even though this is the bottom, we're just going to make it confusing. So you're going to go up to it, and then you don't go to the ground. Never go ground floor unless you want to get your car, okay? Because that's going to get you. And you're just like, oh, dude. You go, in your head, you're like kind of smiling and nodding, but in your head, you're going, I'm going to fucking kill everybody here. Oh, shit. Oh, you go, oh. You go, oh, this is a simulation, and I'm just going to unplug everybody. You know? So I grab my bag, I go all the way up to, and I'm feeling like a little tired. I'm not sick, really, you know? God, this weekend, what a fucking debacle. But boy, he lit it up on stage. But it's okay, you know? I mean, I'm sure maybe some people didn't like it, but I thought I had a good time. Dude, so I'm in the hotel. I gotta go like across the way and then fucking into my room, and then it's fine, whatever, dude. Bro, I get in my room. I set all up, and I'm like, I'm tired. I'm gonna nap. I nap, okay, whatever. I get out of I wake up from the nap. I go, all right, I'm in Florida, dude. I might be a little under the weather. I'm going to go get a coffee, dude. Because when in Florida, you know. So I grab my key. I walk out of the room. And the room, the door closes, okay? And it goes... which is weird, all right? Because I don't recognize the sound. And I go, that's interesting. For some reason, I try to go back in the door, okay? So I put my card to the door. Nothing happens, all right? And I go, fuck, God, please, come on. Because I don't have to go back down across the freeway, then to floor 4, and then, you know what I mean? Get the key, make sure it works, go back up, and then go back, you know what I mean? So I'm like... oh, man, this is annoying. But I notice, right? Because the hotel keys, fuck yeah, he's getting logistical, dude. The hotel keys, dude, you know what? I just saw a video of a kid who's 11 that has, like, he has autism and he has Tourette's. And I go, my first thought was like, oh, you know, because I got kids and I'm like, life's got to be hard. And then they say, but the thing about him is he can imitate 50 birds. And then it just shows kids playing in the playground, and then him outside of the playground on the fence looking at the kids playing, and he's just going, oh. And but like good, not like me. Like doing like swallows. You know what I mean? Or I can't do it, but the kids sound like a fucking bird, okay? And then the guy sat down with him, and the news guy was like, so what's your favorite bird? What's the hardest bird? And he was like, he's doing all this shit. The kid's 11, and I'm like, man, this fucking kid's an X-Man. Like, this is, and I go, that's my motherfucker, dude. That's my motherfucker. And then I go, I'm going to do that kid inspired me because I go, I'm going to do my podcast, and not that I don't do this, but I'm going to be logistical, dude. I'm going to be deep into logic. And this is how I feel good. So, I don't mean to be defensive, but like, I know, some people listen to this and they go, why did I listen to this? But dude, because it's too important, man. And if it's not, you're not part of it. We are. My babies will know. So I'm like, well, what the fuck? I realized when I put the key on it that the green light doesn't show up to let and it was, I'm like, that's fine. That means maybe that it's the wrong key. But then I realize, I go, wait a minute. If there's no green light, there should be a red light, right? Or like a yellow light, right? Right? It's a wrong key, but there's not that. So I'm like, oh, well, let me go to a different door and go check that door. Because if there's a red light, then I know they have red lights. And I got to go down and see what the thing's dead. I don't know, I guess that could happen. So I go to another door and I check it, red light. So I go, fuck. My door's dead. Okay? Right away. What's going on? I look. A Jamaican lady with short hair, right? Okay. There's so many Jamaicans in Fort Lauderdale, I can't even believe it. I say, oh, yeah, my key doesn't work. Let me see here. She takes her key fob, puts it on the thing, no light. And she says, the battery's dead. And I was like, oh, yeah. Let me call someone. I say, okay. She's already got the earpiece in on her phone. Yeah, we got a man, Mark 1, and he's out here. He's going to can't be the battery's dead. We need someone. I was like, oh, okay. Thank you so much. Leaves. I'm sitting there. Okay? Minutes go by. Okay. A guy comes. Jamaican. And he says, what's going on? I said, oh, are you the guy that called? He said, yeah, I'm on. What you got? I was like, oh, well, this door isn't working. And he says, is it your key, man? I was like, no. And he was like, let me check. And he takes his key fob and puts it on the thing. And it doesn't show a light. And he says, the battery's dead. And I go, yes, I know that. The battery's dead. I think that this thing needs to be changed. Not my key card, right? It's not my key card. And he says, let me go get the guy. Okay, so. Fine. But who were you? You're not the guy? Hey, dude. Who are you? The guy's representative? Bring the guy. I already talked to the lady. Okay? Okay, yeah, call the guy, the actual guy. So he goes down. I go, fuck it. Why do I have to wait up here? So I go, I get a coffee, and then I sit there for a bit, and I come back. Certainly it'll be fixed by then. I go up to the 4th floor, walk across the bridge, get into the elevator, go up to the 11th floor, walk back over to because my floor on the other side. So, get it. Boom, I check it out. The battery's dead. They didn't fix it yet. Hey, what the fuck? Okay? So now, I'm pissed. What's going on? I look from down the hall, the same lady as the first lady. It's her. You can't get in your room. And I said, oh, yeah, I still can't get in my room. What the heck? She was like, are you serious? I said, yeah, you called somebody. It wasn't even the right guy. She was like, oh, come on, let me call again. I was like, all right, will you? And she's like, yeah, hey, can we get a guy to come on? It's the battery's dead. Tell him the battery's dead. I wait. Another guy comes up. It's a different guy. Another Jamaican, by the way. So just, first of all, how many people could be the guy possible to fix this? Isn't it just like one or two guys? Like, who's, bring maintenance. Like, who are you bringing? The guy who's making the fucking club sandwiches in rooms? Like, bring the guy. So he comes up and he's like, what's going on? You can't get in your room. And I was like, yeah, it's not my key. And he goes to put his key fob. He says, oh, the battery's dead. And I was like, no, oh yeah, bro, I know. He said, let me go get the computer. And I'm like, oh my God, hey, what the fuck? Okay, fine. So I go downstairs again and I find a guy and he's like French or some shit. I don't know. Everybody's in Florida. It's like, what the fuck? Just a French guy now around? And the French guy, I'm like, hey, dude. Oh, by the way, 2,000 people in line. So I'm like, oh, fuck. I don't want to cut the line. I do not want to cut the line because I fucking hate when people cut the line. Okay? But I have a show in like an hour now. So I'm like, I kind of like, you know how sometimes you're in line and you're like, I don't want to cut, but I have a question about I did one of those things, which I hate being that guy. But I had to. Okay? I only do that if I have to. And so I go and I'm like, hey, dude, just want to be real clear here. This is my key. I say, this is how I started. This is the key to my room. And it works, but it's not working. The reason is because the battery on the door is dead. Okay? This is how I'm talking to this guy. I must sound like John Malkovich in the Line of Fire talking to Clint Eastwood, you know? And I'm just like, you keep bringing guys up that check if the key is working or not. Hey, sir, the key works. It's the door that doesn't work. I was told that I need a guy with a computer to come up and fix my door. Okay? Now I've had 3 guys come up and a lady who is just like maid service. All tell me the battery's dead. Okay? So I need that to happen because I've been out of my room for an hour and a half. Okay? I'm just like, now at this point, I'm a vagrant in Florida. And he was like, oh, sorry. Well, this is the first time I have heard about this. And I said, that's the problem. It sucks I had to bring it down here. Right? I got 4 Jamaicans up near my, like it's the hottest fucking, like we got the hottest tasting oxtail in my room. I mean, dude, they were waiting outside like there's a list to get in. Like it was a fucking oxtail smorgasbord. Jamaicans outside just like I was serving jerk chicken, dude. I fucking hate jerk chicken. Anyway. So he's like, it's the first time I heard of this. I said, okay. I said, well, but I need to get in my room. You understand? I said, that's my room. This is how I talk to the guy. What a fucking... I said, I know it's not your fault, but this is my room. I got to get in it. What's happening? And the guy's like, okay, well, let me call. Let me call right now. And he picks up the phone and he says, It says battery. Okay. They say there's someone up there right now. And I said, I don't believe you. I literally said that. I said, I don't believe you. I don't believe you. And if that's what they're telling you, I believe that they're lying, okay? Because it's been an hour and a half. Everyone knows what's wrong. It's the fucking door, dude, okay? And he was like, okay, let me check. And he's talking to the guy. He says, the guy, there's someone in your room right now. And I go, okay. There's someone in my room right now? And he said, yeah. And I said, so they fixed it. He said, I guess. He said, would you like me to walk with you up to your room? I said, no. And the only reason why I said that is because it was a long line. I didn't want people to, but I wanted him to go with me so bad, dude. I wanted him to go with me so bad that I'm not going to disrupt other people's world, because they need to check in. But bro, like if it was, hey, do you want him to come with you, but he has to also stay with you for 3 days? I would have chosen yes, because I wanted him to be there when I got up there and I couldn't get in my room. So I could just have a witness to somebody. So I could say to a French guy, this is what it looks like when someone loses their mind, and then just lose my mind, okay? Right? And so I say, no, I don't want you to come, but there's someone up there in my room, and he's like, blah, 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 blah. Yes. And I said, I looked at him, and I like we were in a movie in his eyes, and I said, do you promise me? And he says, I said, do you promise me? And he says, that's what they're saying. I say, okay. So I'm going back up. I go back up. And I got to walk all the way across the freeway again. Get in the fucking elevator. Go in there. And by the way, my fever's like just, you know what I mean? It's just like, we actually get plans for you all weekend to be feeling like shit. You need to get emotional. And so I walk to I'm getting up at the elevator, and I look down the hall. It's freezing. I look down the hall. It's the lady, the Jamaican lady, okay? Working on another room. Say, hey. I walk past her. I see there's a fucking different Jamaican guy, okay, outside of my room with a laptop computer. Like he's fucking, like he works for Jack Bauer. Like we're outside my room, just on a laptop, just like, and I'm like, hey, dude. And he's like, hey, are you the one that, and I was like, yeah. He's like, okay, it works. And I was like, oh, it works. Oh, it works. He said, yeah. I said, okay, cool. And he's leaving. I said, no. Hold on 1 second. Let me check. I might need you here. And I checked, and it fucking worked, dude. Okay? And I go, bro, thank you so much. So I'm just like, hey, the W. Sup? Can we figure out? Oh man, nobody gives a fuck, and that's fine, I guess. I guess that's fine because like I'm very lucky to do what I my dream job, right? And I know that everybody kind of just has a job and doesn't want to, do it. I get that, and that's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. But I'm like, man, I really try hard at my job, and then that happens, and then I go on stage with a fever, and I'm like, I got to do it, dude. I got to do it. The people were nice enough, but like, I don't know. I'm so delirious, dude. But he got logistical, man. He said he wouldn't. He did. You know, he fucking said he wouldn't. He did, and he told a story that is a boring, fucking nothing story. And I'll tell you what, dude, he fucking killed it. Okay, I don't give a shit. I told a boring, bad story with an ending that was not happy or meaningful or bad. And I fucking, dude, and I did good. I kept it logistical, beautifully logistical. And I'm not even getting into the part where my wife sent me a package for Father's Day and they just fucking didn't deliver it. And I just didn't deliver it. I don't have it. I didn't get it. I went down twice to get it. Wasn't there. Wasn't in the there's always like, there's always like the place. Oh, let me go check in the back. And then they got to be, and then they are like, well, actually, let me check the dock then. There's always like the real place that they don't check first. Check the fucking real place first. Get the real guy first. Check the real place first. What are we doing checking places where it might not be? Check places where it is. Don't bring a guy that might be able to do it. Bring the guy that does it. Right? So, I didn't even get into that. When I could tell a fucking hour-long story about how I didn't get my chocolates on Father's Day. But I'm sparing you because I fucking I already did the one where I couldn't get in my room. And I did my 2 shows and bro. No, my 4 shows. Fuck. I'm so tired, dude. Fucking one of the ladies in the JetBlue, they got the lay down beds. It was fucking awesome, dude. I fucking passed out. Yeah, I watched The Last Breath. Yeah, I did. With Woody Harrelson and the fucking guy who plays the Marvel guy in the Xing Lao or whatever the fuck the movie is. Shung Li. What the fuck is it? What? Shang-Chi and the 10 Rings. There's too many rings, huh? But anyway, he was in it and Woody Harrelson was in it and another Irish guy was in it for some reason. And I fucking watched that and then went to sleep. And I was so tired. And I go like this. And I look up and the fucking lady, dude. The stewardess. I go, huh? I don't even know what's happening. I was out. And she says, you want to have lunch? Hey. Come on. Dude. Hey. Hey. Are you asking me if I'm hungry while I'm unconscious? Oh, dude, we're still in the same large tube until we land, right? Meaning that same tube with the food that will be in it whenever I wake up. Am I right? I am dreaming of what if I was in that fucking submarine thing with Woody Harrelson trying to figure out how to save that Irish guy's life in The Last Breath. Let me. You don't know I had a fever, but I did, and I'm tired. You don't know about how the W fucked up my Father's Day and didn't give me my chocolates even though they said they did. You don't know about how the W, you know what I mean? Locked me out of my room for. I should have complained and gotten money off. I didn't though, because I feel bad. It's the truth. What are you gonna do for me, right? That's how people get when they're on vacation. How are we gonna make this right? No, that's what they say. How are we gonna make this right? That's what. Oh God, dads love to say that. How are we gonna make this right? Right? Because me, I would kill at this. If I really got into this, I would kill at that kind of thing. So I've been locked out of my room for what, an hour and a half, right? And the room per night is $440. Okay, so that's what when we get down. So you're gonna give me $50 off of the room because of the. I could do that, dude. That would be my autism. You know what I mean? Like to get the kid outside at the playground. Dude, my shit is. Then we're gonna talk. We're gonna find out how much you owe me for not being able to be in my room that I'm paying for, right? Because I had to come down and I had to do all your jobs.
Have you said thank you once?
Right? Oh, I came down. I told you the battery was dead 3 times.
Have you said thank you once?
Gaslight Nest. They should just call it the Gaslight Hotel. Yeah, we brought you the Father's Day stuff. What? Yeah, you had it. Huh? Yeah, it was chocolate. What? Yeah, you ate it. Really? Yeah, you got a stomach ache. Oh, I did? Yeah, you called up for some Alka-Seltzer. I did? Oh, dude, another thing with the W Hotel is, I do what I don't. You call them, they got this stupid fucking button, the whenever, whatever button or whatever on the phone. I'm such a fucking idiot, dude. I couldn't even find the phone. I for some reason, this happens to be a lot in hotels. The portable phone, I'll lose that part, and then I got to talk to everybody on speaker for the rest of the time I'm there. So I hit the thing, I hit the whenever, whatever button, you know? Because, like, that's cool, I guess. Like, whatever. Oh yeah. Oh, did you have Alka-Seltzer? You know, like, that's a whatever question. Or like, I don't even know what it's for, but I guess because there's also buttons for the valet, there's buttons for in-room dining, there's buttons for maid service. So I'm like, then what the fuck is the whatever button? They're not going to bring me like, oh, I want actually. Do you have a wicker chair? Can you bring one of those up? Oh, that falls under whatever, whenever. Bring me a wicker chair at 3 a.m. No? Then get rid of this fucking button. What is it for? Okay? Here's the other thing about that fucking button. When I hit valet, when I hit room service, when I hit maid quarters buttons, when I hit concierge buttons, the only thing I ever hear when they pick up is the same fucking thing I hear on the whatever button, dude. Dude, whatever. Oh, dude, there's one button. There's one line with 5 buttons. Fuck you. Don't make me think I'm calling my... Oh, dude, I hit the valet. Whatever. Oh, about I need my car.
Stop the cap.
Are you kidding me? Oh, let me order a burger. Let me hit room service. Whatever.
Stop the cap.
Come on, dude. I need my room cleaned up. I'm going to call down. Whatever.
What the hell? Oh my God, no way, yeah.
So I'm like, bro, and it's all fine. I know, dude. People are getting deported, and it's really hard in Israel right now. But when the fucking whenever button is actually a sham, you know, you're acting like you have this dope button. And I can get a blueberry pie at 4 a.m. if I want, right? And then, but I can't get that. And not only can I not get that, but that's the same button as a normal fucking button, dude. Yo, like, are you the government? This is all a sham. That's why they're trying to figure out world peace. They're trying to figure out who gets to be in Gaza. They'll never figure that out because of this bullshit. You need to get down into the minutia of what button goes where before you can figure out how two different cultures have been trying to live in the same fucking 9 miles or however big it is before for thousands of years. You got Zionists. You got Palestinians and Zionists. Look, right here, dude. You know what that's like? The fucking valet button and the room service button, okay? It's the same fucking... You can't figure this out. You can't figure that out. And guess what's easier to figure out? The fucking button thing. Dude, we're fucked. You can listen to other podcasts if you want to hear about what's going on in Israel and Gaza and Zion. I talk about the fucking real issues. Anyway, Father's Day, I didn't get to be with my kids, which is fine, really, because somebody just made up Father's Day, you know? You're not going to trick me into that. You're not going to trick me into that. You're not going to trick me into that. You don't get to trick me into Father's Day. You may be able to trick my wife into Mother's Day because she, you know, cares and stuff and has empathy and has emotions even without a fever, but you're not going to trick me with Father's Day, dude. You're not going to trick me with Valentine's Day. I'm going to do Valentine's Day because you tricked my wife. But you're not tricking me. We all know the deal, right? That's like bro shit when you're out there and you see the guy who made Valentine's Day and you go, hey, and you're on Valentine's Day and the guy's on Valentine's Day, but he created Valentine's Day and you're like, yeah, hey, what's going on? All right, cool, all good. Let's just sit down, start eating. Mm-hmm. Yep. Oh, no, it's romantic. It's great. Mm-hmm. How much is it? Twice the price of a normal thing just because of today that guy made this? Okay, cool. Yeah, let's do it. You didn't trick me, though, did you? No, you didn't trick me. I'm doing it. I'm doing it to save myself, okay? But you didn't trick me. And I want you to know that. And my sons, well, I should say Calvin, actually, because Billy didn't really have too much of a hand in it. He's 2. Well, no, also Calvin did it at school. Oh, bro. Wait, before I even get into that, he made me a really nice thing that was very sweet, and it was so cute. And they made him dress up in, like, dad clothes, like he had a blazer and a tie on, and they took a picture of him in his school, and then he put it on a canvas and then, you know, colored it up for me. And it's so funny because it's like, dude, those are dad clothes. It's like his dad never wears a blazer and a tie, you know? So funny. But it was cute, really cute, of course. And so cute. I loved it. And he wrote a message there, and it was really sweet. And because it was the end of school, he also brought home a lot of his projects. And one of his projects was, you know, they'll do things like, you know, you'll turn a page and it'll be like, what's one thing you like about this? What's a thing you do with mom? What's the thing you do with that? And it was, so one of the things was, what's your favorite thing you do with Dad? And the thing that he drew and wrote is he's drawing. He has a him and me, stick figures, you know, and then a bunch of what looked like dollar bills, okay, flying around, and it says on the top, written out, my favorite thing to do with my dad is when he lets me have a money party. And I'm like, he didn't write that. So now the teacher thinks that, like, we're having money parties? And what is that? And everyone's going to hate me. Well, they already do, but, like, you know, money flying around and shit. I gotta make a video of it and put it on Instagram or something. It's so funny, dude. To be the teacher, be like, oh, so your dad comes home and he has a money party with you, and they throw money. You guys just throw money around. Okay, and I know what he means is sometimes when I come back from Canada, I have Canadian money and I show him the Canadian money, and he loves it. You know, and it's like sometimes it's $60, but it's like, he'll throw it around and be like, money party. And his fucking teacher, who's like just some woman that's my age, is like, wow, real fucking great, Dad. It's like we went to the doctor and she's asking him the questions. And I'm sitting there and I'm like, fuck, man. I don't ask me. What if they ask him some real shit? You wear your seatbelt every time, right? And I do. I always. But what if, you know, my son's the kind of guy that's like, well, no, one time, you know, and I'm like, oh, fuck, just ask me, dude. I'm the guy who gives you the money party. Let me answer. Life is funny, huh? Yeah, it is. It's sad and funny. But, you know. I guess my Father's Day was nice. The Naked Gun. Goddamn. The Naked Gun trailer came out. I don't know. I thought Liam Neeson was like the perfect guy to do it. I'm just not sure. Why is he killing everybody in the movie? They made it. My brother said this, and I think he's right. They made it. It's like they made it for Liam Neeson, and that's gonna ruin. That could easily ruin it. There are some funny parts in it, but like when he said grab a chair and she takes the chair, it's like, dude, first of all, say grab a seat. It's just like, you know, I don't know, man. I'm not sure. Oh, the delirium is coming back. I'm going crazy. So yeah, thanks for listening. And go to my website to get tickets. I'll be in your city soon. I appreciate you. Thanks so much.